Hello! Welcome back, everyone. I miss you all so much.
We're alive.
Everyone's alive. Hello, everyone. If you may notice that I dressed differently today, that is because my AC is broken.
No.
So I do apologize if you're gonna see all of this, and anyways, we're back this week mainly because last week we had to take off due to me going to a convention. Some of us having to deal with some COVID.
I had COVID, but I also turned 33.
That's true.
Happy belated birthday.
Thanks.
Yes.
I now get my AARP card, or at least one day closer to it.
Yes. But yes, we are back. I'm happy to finally start getting into the story a little bit more. So before we get on into tonight, some relatively quick announcements. This is not really much D6 in this aspect, but hey, merch.
Yeah.
If you want to go to yarshan.com and check out some merch, this is a design that Jade had made some time ago.
It's
one of my favorite ones. This is Synthwave Shien design. My little mic here. But yes, if you guys want to go check out some cool merch, there might be some D6 something. Who knows?
I'm working on it. Give me time.
But yes, we got merch. Also, on top of that, I gotta double check on schedules because I know this month has been a little bit wild, but Yeah, I think last week was probably the only week we all needed off. But we'll go up from there. And also, on top of that, quick sponsor, the usual stuff.
Raid Shadow Legends.
No, stop it.
I'm saying that because I legit have a sponsor of Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, nice, bud.
Oh, shit. Fun. Make your money, man.
Is it Clash of Clans?
No, it is Gamer Subs. Nearly forgot. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Hey!
Yo, bros, it's totally that time of year again. It's summer. And in case you don't know, Gamer Subs is doing an entire summer event. One of which is also the inclusion of the amazing...
Come on, keep it.
Come on.
Of the amazing brand new strawberry lemonade flavor brought to you by Gamera Subs. 100 milligrams of caffeine along with nootropics, antioxidants for hanging 10, and also the outstanding flavors that you could always best remind yourselves of. Also, it's sugar-free, diabetic and keto-friendly, so that way you can keep thin on those sweet waves.
You did it.
Check out Gamer Subs. Check out Gamer Subs and get your strawberry lemonade flavor today. And also some sweet waifu cups. Okay. Never again. Cody.
I was feeling it though.
Cody.
I don't know if anyone knows this, but that is pure Californian. As you can tell, me and Yarrow are not pure Californian. We simply observed
we lived
them.
on the other side of the fucking mountain is the problem.
There was a mountain dividing us from the waves.
But yes, Gamer Subs, go, don't forget to head over to GamerSubs /Shienpai. Get 10% off your final order by using the code Shienpai. Once that's done, oh god, I got the Californian brain still going. Yeah, and
hey, Alois, you feeling good?
No. Not at all.
He chose violence today.
I also apologize to all of you for the sick display of selling out.
Jeez, don't you know selling out is in?
All right, I think that covers everything. All right, so with that being said, I think it's time for us to get into tonight's episode of D6.
Woo!
All right. So, where we had last left off. It's really weird coming out of what just happened. After our adventurers had successfully defended the Clarion Vault after the Peace Summit, secrets being revealed, unfound family now found, and conflicts rising now even further from the onslaught of what was demons attacking the Peace Summit. Trying to find any moment of respite, you all rested for the night, collected your thoughts, asked your questions to each individual of purpose, before being set out for your next mission, with the accompaniment of Alois Azure this time. In trying to figure out where these demons had come from and what connections could have possibly been made, you all begin your investigation on what is Fulcrum Acquisitions. Of course, being heralded by a rather powerful force. Getting the invitation and taking a train ride into this small pocket dimension of space. You all find yourselves within Fulcrum Acquisitions, a massive black market where many creatures from not just only within your realm, but also the far realms as well, reside. After Alois has split up, giving you guys your mission to find more information as much as you can, you delve deep into Fulcrum Acquisitions and find yourself at a small tent where you had begun your interaction with an individual known as Ignis Brimlight, a fire genasi man who has been encaged for unknown reasons to be found. And with that, what do you all do after having gotten the name of this fire genasi's name?
Can I do a wisdom check, or was it a history check to know if I know who this guy is at all?
Sure.
Okay. A whole 5.
Nice.
You did it.
You have no idea who Ignis Brimlight is. He seems like a very interesting man, as far as you can tell.
I mean, considering that he says he knows the real name of, oh god, Hepsel was his name?
Yes.
I called him Pepto-Bismol.
Hey.
Hepsel.
Epthemus Hepsel or something like that?
Epthemus Hepsel. Yes.
See, I got it right. See?
Yep.
So assuming he probably wants us to help him get out so he can give us that name.
Alright. Maybe we should find out what he's in for. Like, why he was captured, how he was captured.
The why is probably more important than the how.
Ah, true. Do you want to go ahead and ask him?
Teacher just...
Up to you guys.
She's just gonna, like, shrug, like the, I guess I'll just die kind of shrug, and then just look back at Ignis. So, why did you get caught?
Well, it wasn't exactly a plan to get caught. It wasn't even actually my fault. You see, I am a realm walker.
What exactly is that?
I travel from place to place, realm to realm, if you will, with some minor assistance magically, as I am personally inclined. However, during my last walk, I accidentally found myself here within this place. And due to the stress, I fell unconscious. And...
Just woke up in a cage?
Yes.
That's rude.
As far as I don't know exactly what the rules are, I've tried to plead for my freedom, except I was told I was simply a lost but found merchandise.
Okay.
As one can imagine, it's not exactly the most pleasuring thought.
Okay, well then, given that, how is it that you know Eptimus's real name? If you just kind of popped in here.
Well, there's a lot of people that come by and hear a lot of conversations. And when you have plenty of time on your hands, anything that you can hear, either within the streets or here within this tent, you can kind of gather some proper information. Also, his name is oddly familiar.
How familiar?
I don't know.
I mean, he's a tiefling, so... It's what is a lot of tieflings.
Well, and he pulls out a small charm with the shackles. He kind of just has to work it out from under the vest, and he pulls out with what looks like to be small golden sun of a symbol. As many of you might be familiar, is a pendant of the Dawn Father. I'm quite a rather religious man, so perhaps if I had a bit more time to study or a little bit more time to comprehend, I have my assumptions as to who Eptimus is, but whether or not I can confirm it is based on speculation.
And I'm assuming if we can get you out.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a simple trade, a barter system.
I'm not trying to be rude, it's just, seeing a person in a cage, like, I don't like the idea, but at the same time, we don't know you. You could be dangerous, for all we know. That's...
I don't know, he could be an ass to that guy. If he's an ass to that guy, then I'm always game to helping people.
We're still not gonna fight him, Buddha. You remember,
you say that now, but we all know going based on past situations, we all know we're going to fight somebody here.
Well, remember, our boss is being very careful around him for a reason, so that's kind of what we should be doing too.
Alright, can I do an investigation check to see if I can find some keys in this place?
Sure.
You are the rogue.
Yeah. So Dante just kind of walking along while you got walking around the store tent while you guys are talking about this. Let me see.
With your passive investigation, I will note that you do notice there are plenty of wares and whatnots here. There's obvious magical equipment that has been placed strewn across this entire tent. But more specifically, looking for keys for both a cage and shackles are not present. But if you want to try and roll higher, you're more than welcome to.
You got it.
Alright. Oh, wait, just to make sure, I have my sword with me, right?
Yeah.
If I want to do a cool guy shit and try to slice the cage with my sword, what do I need to roll?
Well, the cage also has magic on it right now, too.
It's also glowing red hot right now, I think.
It has a faint goldish reddish glow, almost as if to contain something.
Do I recognize this magic?
It is a form of abjuration.
Okay.
Okay. Also, I rolled a 17 for investigation.
Okay. Even with a bit higher, you kind of go around the shop, and by the time you start walking a little bit closer towards the back end of this tent, you see what is this massive black-haired dog currently on a chain. As you step close, it goes.
Is his name Spot?
As it gets up, you can see almost like glowing flames are spilling out the sides of its mouth.
Woo!
I'll raise my palm to the dog and say,
That's alright. And due to the
Check.
speech of Beast and Leaf, he understands me.
He does understand you. As
I'm sorry, what?
yeah, I'm verbal.
yeah,
All right.
I can talk to things.
I don't know the race very well, so to me, I'm just like, what?
yeah. As it kind of snarls, it doesn't seem to back down very easily, even though, even trying to console it, it doesn't relatively care. There are just people in this tent that could potentially steal something, and it's keeping an eye on everything right now. But Bora, if you want to make an attempt on that cage, you're more than welcome to.
What do I need to roll?
Make me an attack roll.
20.
20. So, without a doubt, your sword does clash with the metal of the cage. However, I need you to make me a Constitution save.
There it is.
20.
Okay. Yeah. So, you take 9 points of fire damage, halved, because you succeeded, as you strike the side of the cage, and it bursts in flames as it reacts back to the interaction, and you just get singed slightly in the arms and a bit in the face before backing away and realizing this thing might be a bit more dangerous than you think. And you do notice that there is a slight metal nick on the cage. Your sword remaining completely unabated.
What the fuck?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yes, I probably would have warned you against that, but I felt like it was
Obvious.
Yeah, very obvious. It's
Alright, hello?
meant to contain me.
Hi.
Maybe
Okay.
I should hit it again.
Oh yeah, something.
How about you
my headphones
don't,
died
because
and my
I only
my
have
audio
so many
cable
spell
is not working.
slots.
Okay.
So I had to pull you up on my phone because
Wait a second, I have resistance
are
to fire,
weird.
though.
You did. Oh, then you would.
But don't worry, I'm still recording on my computer, and I double checked.
So that'll be
Yeah, I'm good to go.
No, be 2. 9 half is 4, and then half again is 2.
Oh, you round down. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's fair.
I have that for 3 things.
So, Mr. Ignis,
Yes.
you mentioned that you were lost but found property. Not to sound callous, but whose property would you be exactly?
Well, in current circumstances, the person that, the thing that has me contained here.
But if you're lost, that means you were...
Well, that's what they say, but I simply traveled here. That's all I did, and I don't know if it is a form of kidnapping or abduction or
False imprisonment?
forced slavery, probably.
I'm sorry, I wish I had better magic. I'd probably get you out, but at this point I don't. Not yet, anyway.
This area is not exactly teeming with those with good intentions. If I had to hazard a guess.
Not really.
I can tell. I've seen many both demon and
things are going
devils come
completely awry.
walking through those tapestries. But
So we stick out like a sore thumb to you.
you all seem relatively decent people, so that's the reason why I'm asking.
Can
So-
we take like a 5-minute?
We should probably wait for whomever it is that has you imprisoned to come in, but the thing is, we didn't really come here with the intention of trading anything.
Okay. Sorry,
we don't
guys.
really have anything on us to do so.
That complicates things. Just a wee bit.
Just a little bit. Unless someone has something on them from the past things we've been through. She just looks at the rest of the team like, do we?
Oh.
And as soon as you begin to kind of inspect yourselves of what items you may have in your possession, you hear a faint shifting of chains as they move, getting closer towards this tent.
Oh, okay. What do we do?
Fuck.
As
Is it coming from outside the tent?
yeah, it's almost as if it's coming with no like resistance as the tent tarp gets moved off to the side. Entering is this bloodied red skin individual with what looks like to be chains that make up its clothing and just wrapped tightly across. A pure red baldish head with deep glowing yellow eyes. As he steps in. Making friends, are we? Shifting towards all of you. Please, I am the proprietor of this shop. No need to worry yourself with the merchandise.
Merchandise.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr.
Kill. I'm gonna kill.
As he extends his hand out. Iker. As this creature is now walking around within his own shop as comfortably as possible. So, what brings you all to preview my wares?
I mean, to be completely fair, we saw this really bright glow coming from your tent.
It is quite the spectacle, isn't it? As he walks over by the cage, you can see as Ignis is kind of backing away a bit. Quite an amazing find. It's not too often you cross something like this.
Something like this? He's a person.
As you can see Ignis's eyes shift a little down. Ah, yes. Person, probably. But on the odd end, he is worth a king's ransom.
What makes him so valuable exactly?
This man is the prince to the Sultan of the Brass City.
Then why is he in the cage?
He found himself here within Fulcrum Acquisitions when he wasn't supposed to. Those who do not have invitation here will find themselves in a rather precarious situation. And therefore, I found him. He's mine, and I intend to barter him.
Oh my.
See. So, by the laws of this place, you claimed ownership of him.
Verily.
Bruh, I'm dead as I'm about to punch this guy.
Please don't. Cetra's just whispering to him, just like, please don't. We're supposed to keep a low profile.
What is a king's ransom to you?
Something that would probably be worth to a king. Surely, if you all have particular interests in wanting to buy my wares, what is it that you would have to offer to give me in return? As he shifts, Dante, make a quick perception check for me, if you will.
You got it. How did I know it was gonna point at me?
Because you're the rogue.
You're the rogue.
Perception
Josh
check.
Rogue.
Yep.
Okay, perception check.
Could I quickly tap? No, I was gonna say if I could quickly tap him with guidance.
Okay, persuasion.
Perception is 14?
Oh yeah, perception 14.
Okay. As you notice, he's kind of walking around, comfortably well within his own shop. You do notice on one of the many long chain links, you notice that there are a small ring of keys of many different kinds of assortments on its side.
Alright, question. Are there any other slaves in this place besides Ignis?
No. This is full of very ominous, dangerous kinds of wares, magical items from across the realms. But Ignis is a one of a kind. He's pretty much a spectacle right now.
Okay. Alright, so you won't go to
Damn, I don't have sleight of hand. Oh, I do have
Yes, you
sleight
do.
of hand.
You should.
You're a rogue.
You should.
And he does seem a little bit more focused on you, Leodon, as you're kind of inquisitively asking about the nature of this system.
What would a king want?
Probably his son back.
Not unless he had to pull me out with this old man.
I think that's just you right now.
Grass City. Would we be considered on the same level of pritchship, since technically I found out I'm one?
I'd be very careful with saying that out loud.
I'm not saying that out loud, I'm saying this.
Oh, okay.
Saying this meta-wise.
That's up for debate right now, as you don't hold any power over the Thalia Cliffs, nor even your own house, as that is currently...
But my brother does.
He does.
And he's known to be a changeling.
He's also known here.
Oh, that's clever, yeah.
That's right, he is known here. Damn. Okay, out of meta.
I mean, you could name drop. You never know what might happen.
I don't see why we can't just rob him.
Because then we're in trouble.
I mean, we could, silence him.
If this is out of game,
I'll
let you guys have that conversation in game.
We're talking out of matter.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure, just in case.
First thing we do, we get off the train. Let's kill someone.
Do you think you can sleight of hand it?
Well, I was thinking sleight of hand, but we need a distraction, so because I'm not gonna just walk up to him and be like,
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep him distracted.
Yeah,
he's talking to Leo.
Okay, so maybe just have him continue talking to Leo, and then I can like walk behind him, acting as if I'm looking at his wares, and then just kind of whoop.
Careful of the dog.
Oh, should I use animal handling first?
No.
No.
Don't go near the dog.
Okay. All right then. So Leo keep distracting, and I walk behind and act like I'm looking at wares, and it just whoop.
I would tap you with guidance if I can.
Okay. Does that sound like a plan, everyone?
Citra would just kind of see Dante walking around, be like, "Hey, have fun," and just tap him without realizing she's just casting it. Wait, hold on, let me make sure if I can actually do that without it being. No, I can't. It is a vocal component. Damn it. Sorry, you're on your own.
Can you whisper it to me?
Maybe. As this creature is now getting closer towards you, Leodon. Of course, I would not merely just ask a price. I would like to try and make sure that you do not have buyer's remorse, of course. So please, if you're interested in this lovely creature.
That just makes Citra's skin crawl.
He's stroking his chin.
Dante is starting to walk. I'm not in the market for slaves right now, but I want to take a look at all this stuff back here. Lots of shiny stuff.
As the head turns, by all means, just try not to touch.
Yeah, everything in here looks pretty dangerous.
My beautiful guard dog over there will be more than happy to tear an arm off if he finds you in a thieving mood. As he turns his head back towards Leodon.
Can that dog see me?
It's definitely keeping an eye on like a majority of the shop. You notice as you're kind of moving, there are potential blind spots for this creature, but it's a matter of being very stealthy in your own way, and being rogue. That's kind of what you do.
So a stealth check?
If you want to start off with that.
All right.
Because I'm trying to keep him distracted. Would that be giving advantage, or
you would have advantage on Iker himself. The dog, however, is a watchdog as much. So go ahead and roll me a stealth. Since this isn't going to be passive, this is more you making an active decision to try and make sure you're out of sight.
Okay. All right. So skill. All right. Dusk Mother, please save us. Woo! 22.
22.
Nice.
Oh.
My concern is that it's a dog. They have really high senses.
All right, so Leo, keep doing your thing, distracting him.
I would say Citra's fidgeting a bit, thus also causing a little bit of noise, because she does, on her outfit, have these little gold chinglings thing all around, so...
Yeah.
Dangle-angle.
Yep.
Alright. Dante, you kind of keep yourself well out of the vision of what you can perceive as this dog trying to watch you. As this devil, as he does keep your attention, Leodon. So what is it that you would like to know about said merchandise?
Well, obviously he's very valuable, just based off of who he is, but does he have any capabilities? Is he particularly skilled at one thing or another? What are his selling points, I should ask?
Well, he is magically inclined, a very powerful pyromancer of particulars.
Sleight of hand 22?
I'll note that in a second. He does have various skills and powerful magics that could be beneficial to the average user, and of course he will be bound and contracted to whomever decides to potentially buy. And with that, I'm also gonna double check this. He's kind of just like, he's keeping his eye on you, Leodon. Oh.
I mean, if he's a prince, aren't you worried about political backlash?
Not much to worry here within Fulcrum Acquisitions, I can assure you that.
By the way, sleight of hand was 22.
Nicely done. Excuse me, I apologize.
So,
It is okay.
Dante, as he's having this conversation with Leodon and Citra on the side, and you're kind of moving around the shop, staying within the shadows, as you're inching closer towards looking. There's also this one long staff with what looks like to be wings wrapped around this almost phoenix-like design on it, and it has this low, dull red that runs up and down like veins on this wood. And in the moment that you feel like he's just perfectly distracted, he's upselling Ignis in his own way. As you reach out and you just grab the keys.
Whew.
It's in. I mean, it's in my skin clothes. Just kind of like slap myself with it and just like gone.
Just
Good grief, he's naked.
Technically not. But, you know. No, not the Hellhound.
Yeah.
He would be.
By the way, the Hellhound does not notice that you have taken anything.
Dang.
Who has noticed I've taken the
one.
Fuck.
By one. He has not noticed you. By one.
Move away from
thank
the
God.
spot.
Okay, so, alright, so I'm gonna be like...
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool. I guess this guy's got magical abilities. Who fucking doesn't?
I mean, our abilities are all different, you know, Dante.
Dante just kind of like pacing away.
All of us look over to bruh.
Except him.
Well, I haven't done anything. I haven't done shit.
No, we're just saying you don't have magic.
Yeah, and?
Wait, bro doesn't have magic?
Not that I'm aware of.
He's a fighter barbarian. Magic is not his forte.
Not really.
You're the only one of us that doesn't.
Oh man, you should really
Well,
take
you've
up
got
some
cool
religion.
armor at least.
You should take up a religion
Damn
sometime.
right I do.
Either which way.
Well,
If you are
Yes.
in particular interest to this, you're more than welcome to offer anything that might be worth something, at least to me.
Of course. Is there a place we can discuss this? Obviously, my associates aren't inclined to purchasing a fine specimen such as this, but I myself do find myself interested. Is there a space we could discuss this more privately?
Yes, by all means. Please step into my office as he leads you towards the back of the tent.
Please punch him.
As you are led towards the back, and as he kind of sticks his head just beyond, he pulls some curtains off to the sides and he closes them. And he begins to focus on you, Leodon. So, what is it that you could potentially offer me? And before you can answer, you three, as you are still within the main area of this tent, Dante, keys in hand. This man is now distracted by Leodon, talking privately between the two.
Is the dog still watching us?
No, he was also behind the
okay.
the curtains
The dog's
as well.
not watching us? Okay.
He's not watching.
Came in.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I was going to have to make a thing.
Seacher would look back at the cage and try to see if she can discern, like, even if he uses the key on it, will it still, like, have, like, some sort of alarm on it?
You would need a particular magic.
Damn. Okay. Well, I can't.
To kind of detect something like that. I mean, even identify would also tell you.
I don't has.
But there are particular seals in place. Like, obviously, to keep whatever's in it. You're not sure if there would be an easy way, if you could personally unlock it, but you don't know until you try.
The key, though.
No.
So.
I'm worried about the magical backlash, like when we were back in the mansion.
Who knows? The key might just work.
All right. Well, I've got a better question. Can things pass through it? Because things can't come out, but can things go in?
You would have to try.
I can try. I mean, I have fire resistance.
Okay. Do you want to stick your little sticky in there?
She'll try to see if she can stick her hand between the bars, not on the bars itself. Just one little
Just
finger.
between them?
Yep.
Yeah. Your hand passes through the bars. It's just that you can also feel almost like resonation between the bars. Like you can feel as your hands pass through it, there is a emanating almost furnace-like heat on your arm, and you kind of just want to pull it back because it's just too hot.
So she just kind of like whispered to Ignis, is like, is there any way we can pass this through to you? You seem to have magic, but I don't know if you can't use your magic.
Certainly not right now with these on, but if I can get out.
Well, we're trying to see if we can pass you the key so it can be totally, the moment he disappears on you, you can just walk right on out.
I have an idea. As he looks towards you, Zicha, there is a staff on the table over there. Give it to me. And the key. And you unlock the cage and we'll go up from there. See?
Yeah. How bad is this going to affect us trying to keep a low profile?
More than likely, as soon as they probably notice I'm gone, trouble will brew.
Right. Cool. Dante, how are you feeling on this?
What if, hear me out, I get inside the cage and stay here?
How? And why?
Well, when he's gone, it's obviously going to set off some alarms, and he's going to be like, "Where's my wares?" And if
I say we just punch him.
We're not punching him.
And hear me out.
You really don't.
It's going to.
Go ahead.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
So if I'm gone, it's not going to be that big of a deal because he knows all his wares is still here, including Ignis. So if I look like Ignis and Ignis is gone and I have the key, I could just bust myself out of here when he's not looking. When the time is right.
But when you disappear, he'll wonder
still
where.
lead to the same problem.
It'll lead literally that. You're not. It's like you're doing. It's like it causes the same problem.
No. I get it. If this happens and we already leave, and then later he gets out, we're not necessarily implicated. We already left.
Oh.
I think that's what you meant, right, Dante?
Yeah.
That was totally your plan the whole time.
But that means how?
I will know.
Are you sure you can sneak? Are you sure you can sneak yourself out now?
But the thing is, I tried sticking my hand in there, and it was too hot.
Oh, that's me.
Huh.
Oh, that's just you. Okay.
So could we just hand you the key?
Yeah, just here you go, Citra. Dante, drops the key in your hand.
Alright, and then I guess at that point she'd hand it very carefully to Ignis.
Okay, and he grabs the key.
She blows off her hand, it's just slightly.
Yeah. As he begins to kind of start working at the shackles, you can hear it's like. Okay. So that solves one problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now the door.
Is it the same key?
No, two different keys.
Shh.
Ah, shit.
You have to do it on the outside. Yep. It's still on the ring.
Go for it. And she'll take it back carefully and hand it back to Dante after it cools off for a second.
All right. Don't make us regret this.
We're probably going to.
Oh, as usual, but nothing's different in the thieves' world.
Should we start walking out?
Guys, I'm gonna need you two to make a run for it. Just in case things go bad, I just need you guys far away. Out.
Okay. She'd look at Buddha going, we can probably be fine for a little bit. On our own.
Okay.
So I guess, Daito, if you're agreeing, would you walk out with Citra?
Yeah, I'll walk out with Citra.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, Ignis, you're gonna be temporarily part of our crew for a while.
And he's going to.
And he's gonna put the key in the gate.
Alright, as you do. Alright. As the locks twist and turn, and you hear the. You can see as he pulls away at the shackles, as he steps down onto the ground. Leodon, in a short-term conversation of items that are of interest, you can see as Iker, as he's sitting down at the small desk that he has created for himself. So what is it in particular that you would have to offer towards me in exchange for the Little Prince?
You did mention a king's ransom. I don't think I have anything on me that's quite fit for a king. A magical item here or there, a spell perhaps. Gold, kings have plenty of that. I think kings, what they value most is their counsel. They like to have all of the information. And I'm sure information in a place like this can be quite valuable.
It has often played a great role. There's a reason why my shop is the biggest within this section of the acquisitions. So, What information in particular do you have to offer that would gain another king's ransom?
Well, being as valuable as it is, I can't just go spilling it without some sort of recompense or assurance.
Recompense is whatever it is you offer me. I give you the Genasi. That is what this system is. It is barter, it is trade. So, if it is so important that it could persuade kings, perhaps even devils themselves, I will gladly give you the key to his cage. As he goes to reach the side of and notices it's missing.
So I have your word then.
Tricky. Very tricky.
I told you we should have just punched him.
As
You're not in there.
I'm talking.
as he
I have a 19 passive perception. I don't know what happened.
as he stares at you, you can see as the chains slightly shift around. As he looks down to the dog, as it gets up, and I need
Fuck.
you, Leodon. Let's see. Excuse me for a moment. I need you to make me a strength check.
A strength check. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
And a strength saving throw. Nine.
9.
Oh.
Alright. So as he leans back, you see almost like a snake running up the side of your leg. You're suddenly wrapped from both your legs all the way up to your chest in this animated chain as it is now being almost puppeteered out the side of his hand. And with that, I need all of you to roll me some initiatives.
Oh,
I told you guys! I told
Damn it.
you! I told you! You should have just let me punch him. But no!
Yeah, but then we have the dog to deal with.
No!
wait a minute. We left, though, the two of us.
That is true.
So
You'll be
it's
outside
just
the tent.
me, Ignis, and Leo.
Yep.
All right, and 10.
11.
9.
Alright.
What on earth is this?
Oh my god.
You're being held here. You are out here. You are here. And you are out here.
What's up with all these miniatures? What, he has like an army or something?
Different shops,
Nope.
I think.
Different shops, a lot of people.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, you guys are all here. Burra, I also changed up your new miniature, so you
Oh,
now
nice.
have the armor.
Nice.
And right here is Citra.
Is your
that-
other mini still broken?
Yes.
Whack.
I am sorry.
No, it's okay.
I still gotta get the, Oh god, I forgot my pencil. Never forget your pencil, kids! Alright. So. So Citra is 9. Let's see. Citra, and then bruh. And Dante is... Damn.
Dante's what?
Yeah.
We didn't roll very well today.
Nope.
And Leodon is 2.
I did well on my sleight of hand, though.
Yes, you did.
Let's see. Also, I need to put a grappled... Let's see. Where's my grapples?
Squeezy McSqueezies.
Yep. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Where is it? That goes to show how fucking organized I am. Leodon, you are currently grappled. As... Hellhound. And then chained up himself. And Ignis. Alright. With that, it is now the top of the round. By the by, I am noting there is a curtain here.
Okay.
So that way, you guys don't know what's going on with Leodon. As he steps out, you see as he walks over to the table and he picks up that staff I had mentioned earlier. As he hits the floor, you can see there is a level of energy now beginning to bellow out of Ignis. As he looks towards you, Dante. All right, let's make our move. As he begins to make his way out. 6. All right. And
Shit.
completely unabated, it is now Chain Devil's turn as he is now holding Leodon in place. He's moves towards the curtain as he pulls it off to the side. He notices you, Dante, at the cage as Ignis is now walking away, and he whistles down to the dog as it now begins to almost prowl, and you hear a snap of a chain, Leodon, as it is going to be making its move before you. As he's now pulling on the chains a little bit harder on you, Leodon. I think you will be more than a sufficient replacement after I capture my quarry. As he's now going to make his way out here. 6. Alright. And I think... you are restrained as well. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Alright. At that, is where he's going to end his turn. Alright. Bruh, you're up. And and Dante, you're on deck.
Alright, so first things first, do we know that he captured Leo? Do we need to roll
You have no idea.
Alright, perception. Alright, I'm going to roll perception.
I mean, you're at the door at least.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't matter. Roll the 24.
Okay, in kind of just like looking back out the door, you notice that there is a now angry and enflared Chain Devil stepping out, Leodon not in presence, as you also notice Ignis is nearly out the door.
I turn to Citra and give her a look.
Oh no. Do we have to punch someone?
I just starts cracking his knuckles.
Well, you have your full move though.
Okay, alright, so now that I did that, so by the door is like a fire demon thing, right?
No, that's Ignis.
I'm sorry.
I only got the one with him with the wings, sorry.
Alright, in that case, okay. Alright, let's see, who's in the... I'm sorry. the shopkeeper's in the middle of the town? Like, it's sometimes hard to see.
He's in the middle of his tent right here.
Okay. Alright, alright, so I am gonna run in there. Run towards the lead. Towards...
Right about... meow.
Alright, normally I will strike him, but I just feel like I want to get this pathetic thing out. I do a haymaker on him. I punch him.
Okay, make a unarmed attack.
Nice.
That will hit.
Okay. Hell, he leaps in the air and does a haymaker and punch him straight in the face.
Just straight up cold cock the motherfucker. Alright. 3 damage.
I mean, it doesn't do damage, but I just want to do that as like, to get some catharsis. Alright, next time I'm going to slice him.
Don't you have 2 attacks?
Oh, yes I do. I keep forgetting that. Okay. I really want to get that out of the system. Okay. Slicing time. Oh! 10.
Unfortunately, no. As you cold cock him across the face, your armored fist running along the chains before grabbing the blade as you come back. It runs also along the chains, completely defending him from your immediate onslaught. You were the one who made a lot more complaints. I'm going to enjoy this one.
So will I. Will I.
Alright. That'll be, is that the end of Bruh's turn?
Yep.
Alright, Dante, you're up. And Citra, you're on deck.
Okay, are there weapons around me?
There are plenty of weapons around you. Probably ones you probably shouldn't touch.
Okay.
Magic.
All right then. Is that technically a window near me?
Yeah, in one way. It's kind of like one of those slits in a tent.
Okay.
So, like, you could just, like, push, like, your way through.
All right, let me see. You know what? I want to go out the window.
Alright. Just up and over.
Okay, and did that expend all of my movement or no?
No. It was, about 10 feet worth.
How many feet?
About 10 feet worth as you just, like, run through, you push the sides of the tent, and then you just kind of come back around, and you have generally some direction.
Alright, can I go to the next window that's closest to Leodon?
Let's see.
Like, just around the corner of it?
Unfortunately, you'll get enough to an extent, but not towards the full area around here. Even here, like, you're not going to be able to see him because he's currently held, like, behind a curtain.
Okay,
so you
can
can't tell immediately.
Okay, can I still see the dog or no?
Yeah, the dog is kind of now stepping out and kind of looking for its next prowl.
Okay. So if I can see the dog, let me see. I don't know if I should try it. Okay, anyways, I'm going to distract the dog with animal handling.
Okay, make an animal handling check with disadvantage.
Okay, animal handling check with disadvantage. Alright, Desk Mother, you know what's up. Alright, Desk Mother, let's do it again. No. We have a 16 and a 14.
As you try and, like, do something distracting towards it, It's not exactly distracted away from anything in particular, but it's now believing the hunt to be you.
Eep. Well.
Alright, then... Is that all my actions, or... I'm sorry?
That is, I will consider your check to be a bonus action. You still have your action.
Okay, Alright, my action will be... Fuck.
Gonna make it quick.
Okay, sorry. Can I do... Alright, can I shapeshift?
Sure, what are you trying to look like?
I'm trying to look like Ignis.
Okay. So as you expend your action to kind of duck behind one of the curtains as you shift your form to looking like Ignis Brimlight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will keep that noted. All right.
Okay.
And that's going to be it for Dante. Citra,
Yep.
you're up. And Hellhound's on deck.
Yeah, Citra's just gonna give a sigh because she probably heard the punch land from there and make her way inside.
Alright.
She's not about to leave her team. And before she goes too far, she's gonna look at Ignis going, "You have to help us get out of this situation." And
as you do, he's like, well, not much of a choice now, do I?
Not really. And then she's gonna make her full movement over to that dude, and she's gonna try a normal strike.
Alright.
She's not necessarily feeling all too safe enough to use her other ability in a black market area of who's catching rare creatures, so... So she's gonna try to attack him.
Alright.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that will hit.
Alright, and then... Bam. That would be a 9. And then she's gonna use her bonus action to do the, not flurry of blows, but the thing she just learned. I keep forgetting the name of it. No. Sorry. I keep forgetting where it's actually listed.
Is it,
It should be features and traits.
I think I know what you're talking
Analyze
about.
creature reaction. There it is, yep.
That is a part of your flurry of blows.
Oh, it is? Okay, so I
Yeah,
have to spend the point first.
yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
flurry of blows.
Yep.
Ugh.
So,
15?
but 15? Unfortunately, no.
Alright, she'll spend another one to try
Just
and hit him.
barely. Okay.
16.
That will just hit.
Cool. So I'm gonna...
Wait, is it 1 point for extra melee?
It is 1 point for 2 attacks.
Okay, so then...
Okay, well then...
Flurry of Blows gives you
Okay.
2.
Okay, well then, as you come up overhead, as you smack him and try to do a fist off to the side, he manages to just raise one of the chained arms and it just connects and you can feel the rawness in your knuckles before aiming for the exposed stomach with the second hit as you just bap him straight in the stomach.
And she's using Analyze Creature Reaction. Starting at 3rd level, you can strike a pressure point to intuit crucial information about a foe. When you hit a creature with 1 attack granted by your Flurry of Blows, you can analyze it. Whenever analyzed, the creature misses you with attack, you can immediately use your reaction to make an unarmed strike. Additionally, when you analyze the creature, you learn all of its damage, vulnerabilities, damage resistances, damage immunities, and condition immunities.
Alright, so it is not vulnerable to anything. It has resistance to cold, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered.
Ah.
And it has a damage immunity to fire and poison, and a condition immunity to poison.
Alright, just for the sake of explaining all that, Citra would immediately tell this to her friends.
Alright.
And
So you shout this out to your friends.
And I think that's all I can do.
Alright. As he's kind of just like holding onto his gut And also, mark that.
Teacher's getting spicier, guys.
Now we need to embrace her the murder. She needs to embrace the murder now.
No, that's Sov. That is Sov.
No, embrace the murder.
You should talk to Sov.
Alright.
Alright, so, that being the end of Siege's turn, it is now Hellhound's turn. As... comes out and around towards the back. As it runs through the tent, it now sees a second Ignis. Slightly confused, but still a quarry to gain all the same.
Confused Borg.
Yep. Barf.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Alright. So, I need you, Dante, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Nice. Alright. And let's fucking go! 17.
Alright, should be fine. As it runs out through the side, it looks at you and it leans back and just releases a bellow of flames from its mouth. And you take 2, 4, 6.
Holy shit. Heckhounds.
Yep.
Spicy heckhounds.
You take 24 points of fire damage halved.
Alright.
Yep.
24 points halved, 12. There we go.
Alright. And it starts releasing a bark, letting know its master where something is. And you can see as his head slightly shifts, but then begins to focus on everyone else once again. It's now Ignis's turn. And I get a wonderful selection of spells. Let's see. I'm gonna say... Well, because he does have certain advantages, I'm gonna move him onto the side. Right about here. And he is going to cast Firebolt.
I thought you said Fireball and I panicked for half a second.
No. Fireball! No, not Fireball. That's a bad idea. He's gonna do just regular Fireball.
Firebolt, please. I didn't ask how big the room is. I said Fireball.
And ask how big the room is. Okay. Let's see. So that's going to be 24 halved because he is in a fire adepti. Which means it ignores resistances, even immunities.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Ignis is spicy.
it brings it down. It brings it down to a resistance instead of an immunity.
Nice. I have to remember that for Christmas reasons later. I kept forgetting it with Aspen. Listen, okay, I had problems.
He comes back and around as he exposes the staff. You can see a small blast of fire hits him in the side, and you can almost see him slightly reel from it. And he's beginning to notice, oh, this is just the start with Ignis. As you can see that there is a deep, glowing, burning fire within his eyes. And he's just gonna hold back for just a moment to see what the rest of you guys do. Alright, it is now the Chain Devil's turn.
Shit.
And he is going to be making some attacks.
Please let us not die.
Yep. So he's going to make one attack onto Bura and one onto Citra.
Alright. Let's see what he can do.
So, starting with Burra, that is going to be a... It's going to be a 16.
Miss.
And then on to Citra, that's going to be a 19.
That will definitely hit.
Wait,
Alright.
can I do something? Can I do something to like prevent that attack on Citra? Oh
Nope.
wait, no, my armor class still too low. Okay, sorry.
It's alright, no worries.
Nah, it's fine. Alright. There are particular skills that you would have to pick up, but that's later.
Yes. I mean, these are the fighting style, I believe.
Yeah. Let's see. And that will lead to you taking some damage. Citra. And also, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Do you want me to do that now, or are you going to do the damage first?
Well, damage is going to be 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay, let me do that, just so I don't forget it. Alright, and then strength saving throw.
Yep.
Here's hoping. 17. And then, if it's not gonna work, she's definitely gonna use her favorite of the gods. I haven't used that one in quite some time.
Okay.
So that'd be 2 more d4s, right?
Yes, 2d4s.
Okay. 17 plus 7.
All right. By 2, by the way. So, as you feel a chain beginning to wrap around you, you grab it and pull it up overhead before trying to throw it back into the ground, and you can see the level of frustration going on. Considering this level of kerfuffle, there is now begins to kind of be some quandaries within the streets.
Shit.
Yep. And not much you can do after that. All right. That being said, bruh, you're up. Dante, you're on deck.
Alright, slicing again.
All right.
Okay. So many tabs open. Hold on. There you are. Okay, slicing. Miss.
Yeah. As you try and cut deep into the chains, even trying to like cut along them, it almost as if the chains slightly condense in certain areas as you try and make your sword swipes, and just no chance.
Will you freaking hold still?
Did I skip Leodon?
Yeah, you did.
Maybe.
Fuck. Leodon, just make me a strength check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh god, alright.
Nope.
8 and 18.
So,
Fortunately, I think it's the 8,
yeah.
but
Due to the nature of these chains, it is going to be with disadvantage. As you are also still currently restrained, you try and...
Can we see him yet, or no?
No, he's still behind that curtain. You would need, should somebody try to help you, it would be a regular check. But, unfortunately, no. Alright, so Dante, you're up. Citra, you're on deck.
Okay.
Okay, let me see here. So let me see if I can use an item. Okay, so I know in the last episode we didn't say so because you said just get what you need and go with that and just add it to your list. I had gotten ball bearings.
Yes.
So...
What do you intend to do with them?
Huh?
What do you intend to do with them?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop them before me.
Okay.
Or you know what? Better yet, I want to drop them behind me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay. Because rogues can do that.
And I think I need to do an acrobatics check to get over those balls and start running for it.
I mean, considering that you know that they're there, you can just basically drop the balls, disengage, and just make a run for it. I'm not gonna make you do that kind of check as you start making your way around. What are you looking for? What are you doing?
Can I make it around that corner with my movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make it just around that corner.
Okay. And you can see, just for the sake of the argument, this should be slightly open back. As you make your way around, you can see Leodon is chained head to toe with what looks like this constrictor of chains.
I'm gonna say, fuck! Leo, you need help there, buddy?
Yes.
All right.
Be there shortly.
That's gonna be your full movement for the time being.
Okay, and shape-shifting is my regular action, right?
It is.
All right.
I believe it is an action.
Fuck. What should I do? So, how tall was the guy with the chains?
He's pretty tall. Not as tall as Leodon, but probably about 4 or 5 inches shorter.
Okay, so you're saying he's far taller than I am?
He would be.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, he is a devil to keep in mind, like for obvious reasons.
Okay. Then I'm going to... Oh, well, I mean, the balls are going to slow him down anyway, so I'm going to change back to my regular form.
Okay. Alright, and that's going to be Dante's turn. Citra, you're up. Hellhand is on deck.
Citra's not feeling too comfortable, but we're fully, like, hidden in this tent. Like, there's no one can, like, just see in without having to actually step in, correct?
I mean, if they decide to start coming up and start taking a look, they'd be more than willing to. You guys have caused quite a kerfuffle in here, so people are getting curious.
Yeah, because what I'm trying to think of is Citra, if she can try and use her, for a split second, her wings of the crown to blind the fucker and then have us get out.
Don't you have, like, a sleep spell or
something?
something?
That depends on whether or not you'll be able to control it.
That is true, so I have to make a check first, right?
Yep.
That was wisdom, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That is a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shit.
Almost as if to kind of push Sov aside from your mind. You draw from within the well of energy.
And she quickly tells Buddha, cover your eyes.
Alright, bro covers his eye.
Alright.
She needs to blind
With
him,
that-
and we need to get out.
What, we're not going to kill him? Come on.
We are not murder hobos.
So,
Most of us are.
as in your bonus action, as you slam your fists together, a heavenly glow emanates from you as 2 large golden spectral wings burst from your back and a small halo rises above your horns. You rolled a 6 plus 3
Nah.
as he is blinded by this massive light that is just burst in front of him as he goes, "Ugh! Ugh!" It's considered blinded.
And with that, that was her bonus action. With that, she's gonna say, we need to get out now. Since he's blinded, Citra's gonna make a beeline for the curtain because she knows Leodon was there last anyway.
Okay. He is going to make a attack, obviously, with disadvantage.
Oh no, she's not going outside looking like that. She's going around to get to Leo.
Okay. 6 out to here. You are still leaving his area.
I know, and that's fine.
Yeah. So, his lowest roll was a 15 plus his attack modifier.
Yeah, he hits. That's
Still
fine.
Yeah. So, as he just whips one of the chains wildly to try and grab at you, I still need you to make a strength check.
Okay.
Yeah.
15.
15. Alright. Alright.
Sorry, guys. I can only do the favored ones.
You are considered grappled.
Ah, fuck me.
Yep. Sorry.
Nah, it's fine.
God, where? Oh, there it is. As you try and leave out to about here, as one of the chains whip wildly and it catches just the bottom of your foot, as he pulls it, your leg just gets swept out from under you and you just eat the floor.
Feathers everywhere.
Yeah. You take 14 points of slashing damage, by
Ouch.
the way. Yep. And that will be his reaction, and that will be your action. It is now the Hellhound's turn. As such, it is trying to go on the hunt, and he's going to make a
He needs
acrobatics.
to make a dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw plus Hellhound stuff. Is there a DC for those ball bearings? Now that I'm thinking about it.
Let me see. Oh, sorry. Ball.
Oh, wait, wait.
Shit. 1 sec. It has a DC of 10.
DC of 10?
Yeah, it has to
Fortunately, no.
succeed a DC of 10. Okay, so it does not succeed.
He rolled a 12. As this quadrupedal creature, as his foot hit one, he manages to just jump over and is now still continuing his chase.
Damn.
Catching up to you, and he also need to check. Goddamn. Charges his flame breath, and he is going to once again come out from around the side of this tent, and he is going to spit fire at you. And I need you to make a dex save.
Okay. Alright, Dust Weather, you haven't failed me yet. 20.
Ooh, nice.
Alright. So it's going to be 22 points of fire damage halved. So 11 points.
22 halved. You got it.
Yep. Going
everything's so hot.
Yep. Alright. And that's all it can do. Leodon, make me another strength check with disadvantage.
Okay, here we go. 11 and a 21.
As you are still being constricted heavily, as you're just like trying to slip your hand through one of the chains, you manage to just get your fingers into the chains as it tries to tighten up. You literally pull as hard as you can, and you begin to hear the creaks and breaks of chain links as you finally free yourself from it.
Nice.
Ooh, good job.
Rolled a 10.
Could you see a slight glow coming from under the curtains? Between the two things glowing in there.
Yeah. Alright, Leodon, that is going to be your action in getting out. It is now top of the round.
Right.
It is now Ignis, as he's beginning to notice that things are kind of going slightly awry here. Let's see. He is going to... God, all of his spells are mostly AoEs.
I like how we're fighting Gwyn suddenly.
Alright, let's see. See how well he can do it. Grab something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah, he can do it. You guys, as you watch him just get towards as far to the side of the corner as he possibly can, with him at the center, you can see as he raises the staff towards the back of the cage and hopes to kind of mitigate as much damage as he can. As he slams the staff down, a burst of fire with him at the center engulfs that entire area, just barely catching Iker.
Did it hit Citra?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It was right out of range.
Whew. I love the sound of fireball days.
Me too. It's usually my go-to spell too. It's gonna do 40 points of fire damage. Ouch!
Woo!
Halved onto
Holy
Iker.
fuck.
Oh no. Yeah, you can cast it at higher levels.
He's being nice.
As the burst of flames also burning down the side of this giant tent, there is now this burning, gaping hole on the side as Iker is caught in the singe of all this. Also, keep in mind, it would technically be with disadvantage because he is blinded. But yeah, he it hurts him a lot.
Yeah, Citra's about to drop her thing now that the tent's coming down.
Sick of
Just the whole thing.
environmental damage. Is half this as it does, and Burra, you barely almost get singed by the fireball. Citra, you can feel it behind your back where the chains are holding you by the ankle, and you guys see what looks like to be a small troop of Roman guards stopping and seeing this devastation.
Run was the word Citra used, not blow up.
And with that, it uses bonus action as two fiery phoenix-like wings burst from his back, and he just takes flight.
Did he fucking just leave us?
Yep.
No, he's still here. What?
Oh, okay.
But he's not going to stay on the ground for long. He doesn't want to be on the ground for any of this. All right. That will be the end of Ignis' turn. It is now the Chain Devil's turn. He needs to make another Constitution saving throw. That's going to be an 8.
No.
All right.
No.
Still blinded, not exactly sure where to go or what to do. He is just going to start throwing another chain around to see if he can hit anything. And it's going to be both on you, Burrow, with disadvantage, by the way.
Here we go.
I was gonna ask though, when you get the chance, because I did hit him, I'm also allowed to know his where his health is at, essentially.
Oh yes, he is looking bloodied.
Okay, cool.
Not mortaled, but bloodied. And so his first attack is going to be a 13.
Miss.
And his second attack is going to be an 18.
That is a hit.
Alright. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Got it.
You're probably going to beat it.
I don't know. Sometimes we don't get. Sometimes we get lucky.
Ooh.
23.
Alright, so first off, it's going to be 10 points of slashing damage, Burra, and from the chain attack. But he rolled a 2. Oh. So you obviously beat him.
Yep.
He rolled a 2 for the grapple. As the chain comes wrapping around you, you can feel as it's grinding along the brand new armor before you simply just put your blade between it and just move it out of the way before it tightens down. But you can still feel the crushing weight of it. Alright. And that is unfortunately going to be end of his turn. Burra, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to slash him again.
Okay.
Maybe he'll actually hit. Miss. Well, 14. 19.
19 will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
That is a 4.
Alright. A 1 for... Jeez. Alright. And I'm also marking the notion that your sword is magically inclined. Alright. And is that going to be the end of Burrow's turn? So have a bonus action.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Citra. You are grappled.
Yeah, she's gonna try and see if she can get out of this in a different way. By that I mean casting sleep. Because he's looking pretty hurt, right?
He's looking relatively hurt.
Yeah.
So...
But would I know if he is immune to being charmed?
Well, every immunity that I told you was based off of what I gave you. So you would know that he has no immunity against charm.
I just want to remember. Okay, so
yeah.
What were the dice again? Sorry, it's okay, so 5 of those. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think if you just cast the spell using D&D Beyond, it'll automatically roll it.
It does not. It just lets me cast it. It doesn't give me the option to roll it.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird, so it's okay. Oh, come on. Would 23 points make it?
So, as you cast sleep, as you send whispers from beyond the veil, it hits this devil, and his body begins to as his entire form just slinks onto the ground.
Does the chain let me go?
It does.
Cool. She's gonna immediately get up and run. Straight towards Leo.
Alright.
See that he's free? It's like, we gotta go now. He's asleep. And she's back at bruh. Go! And she's gonna drop the wings, because that's glowing, so...
Okay. As such, Chain Devil is now asleep. That will be the end of Citra's turn. It is still the Hellhound's turn, as he is currently focused on Dante. Check the research. Yep. And it is going to make a bite attack onto you, Dante.
Okay.
Yep. Still got it. Da-da-da. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
It hits.
Alright. You're taking both piercing and fire damage, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Hellhounds. So. Alright. So, you're taking 11 points of piercing damage, as well as 12 points of fire damage.
Okay, so 11 and then 12?
Yep. He did a full damage. I was relatively surprised.
Ooh.
That shit hurted.
I'm almost down. I'm not doing too good, guys.
Run was the word.
Yeah.
I was trying.
Alright. With that, it is...
When is it my turn?
Oh, no,
man?
wait. It is your turn. I do apologize.
Okay.
I thought on Citra, and therefore I...
You forgot. You skipped me altogether.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad.
It's okay. I like where this is going.
Revoke that damage, as there might be a situation where you might not
Damage.
get that.
Okay, so let me just heal back up a bit. Everything is fine.
This is fine.
Everything's fine. It's fine. It's hot.
So by then, I guess you're seeing Citra run in and dropping the wings and just, we need to go.
Okay.
We need to go. There's a doggy behind me. What?
Give it a milk bone. Damn.
Wait, do I still have that rat jerky from chapter 1?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah! Actually, you kind of would.
Yeah, I have the rat jerky. Okay.
Just slip him the rat jerky.
Can I,
sure to delete
can I use
that
that
now.
as advantage on animal handling?
I'm gonna say it wouldn't give you disadvantage because
but
you
it
would have
won't
had
get-
disadvantage on animal handling to start with.
Okay, so I wouldn't have
A
advantage at all.
yeah, it is a straight animal handling roll to turn to this dog and say, "Here, boy, here, boy." I like to see where this goes.
But like, what if I toss it? Then will it go in the other direction if it works?
Make an animal handling check.
All right.
I mean,
I'm
you're
gonna
losing rat meat. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta see
And
where
here
this
we
goes.
go. Dusk Mother, please make this a funny situation. 12?
Dusk Mother, please funny.
Please funny, Dusk Mother.
Please, funny.
Please give me the funnies.
Double check its intelligence. You turn to this dog, this burning hellhound, as it is currently trying to chase you down. You think of anything, just literally anything. And you reach into your pouch, just grab anything as you pull it out as it begins to try and pull back a breath, and it sees rat jerky. And as you move it to the side, it goes,
Oh my god.
and you go,
Go on.
"Bitch!" And it turns around and starts booking it deeper into the Fulcrum Acquisitions area, just running after this jerky.
Oh my god, Dante, you beautiful motherfucker.
You're so fucking
I was holding
lucky.
on to that rat meat, just wondering
rolled
what the
a
fuck I could possibly
7.
use it for.
I rolled a 7, and it has a 2 for intelligence.
Oh
Alright. Well, the dog's gone. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, so I'm gonna start running.
So, given the rather abnormal kerfuffle of this entire area kind of going on, and you notice as the guards are kind of stepping through, Burra, you have the choice to leave right now.
Citra did
Because
tell
you're
you
the
to
only
run.
one. You're the only one in this
I'm
tent.
running.
Okay.
You following
so,
Citra?
Yep.
You guys are full dashing out of here as Ignis is kind of flying back down into the main area. I'm gonna say with that will be the end of combat.
Hey! My sleep spell did a thing.
Hey, my
Strength
rat
isn't my
jerky
strong
worked.
point.
I proceeded to do nothing.
As you guys start booking into further of Fulcrum Acquisitions. At this moment, you guys running deeper and deeper in, trying to avoid dip dive. You hear the calls of guards kind of bellow out into the city. And at one point, it might be pertinent to do a stealth check, but we will get to that as soon as we return from break.
I knew it.
If
Is it truly PP time?
It is truly PP time. All right.
Truly PP time.
So, with that being said, we're going to do a quick 10-minute break. We'll be right back and see where the rest of this conversation and adventure continues. See you guys in 10 minutes.
Lordy.
PP time. Bye.
All right. See ya.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yo.
Woo.
Ah!
Are we technically
Alright.
fugitives again?
You don't know.
Nice and drained and ready for pain.
Alright, so, jumping back into you guys, into Fulcrum Acquisitions. You guys are now running around town. You're passing by stalls and various people. You hear the shouts of guards as you're running away from the immediate area that you have left behind. I'm going to have you all roll a stealth check.
I'm gonna press guidance on myself for that one.
Fair enough.
All right.
Well, Ignis passes his stealth check, the 19,
I passed my stealth check with a 24.
and Citra passes her stealth check with a 20.
Technically, a 22.
Very nice. All right.
And I got a 15.
13.
All right. Given the level of chaos in that section of Fulcrum Acquisitions, you all managed to avoid, hide, dip, dive, and
Dodge.
dodge as you guys are being shielded by what is the large crowds well within here. And by the time you start making it closer and closer towards the center building, you guys finally pull off to a side alley where it's just nice and quiet.
Yeah. Immediately,
just a
Citra's
moment.
going to whip around to Leo and just hide her face against him and just kind of like quietly scream because she's panicking.
Whoa, hey, easy. Where's the fire other than the tent?
I used the thing
Right
in
here.
front of a guy who works in the black market. I am in so much trouble.
He was a slave owner, Citra.
Li-
That's not the problem.
I think that adds to the problem, actually. He's not
No, I
dead.
put him to sleep.
He knows what we all look like.
We could go back and finish the job if you want.
No,
God,
I don't think that's quite the right move at this point. There are guards swarming, looking specifically for us.
he's
think-
asleep, so maybe not right away.
what happened in there, Leo?
Yeah, what exactly happened?
I was talking to him. I was trying to narrow down what bits of information I could carefully spoon-feed him to maybe negotiate the release of our new friend here. Hello.
Oh, that's right. Hi.
And then he started patting at his side, assuming looking for his keys. I guess that was you, Dante.
Yes, that was me.
He wrapped me up in chains, and you all know the rest.
Ah,
I really hope what just happened is going to at least help us in some way.
Well, either way, we have something of, I suppose, a guide here now,
Well,
I mean,
who I would wager owes us a bit of a favor.
I certainly do. Given my level of particular skills, as you might have quickly noticed, if there is a need of immediate defense, I can also perform certain abilities for that as well.
we appreciate it. How long have you been here?
It's hard to tell.
It feels like a long time at least.
Quite some time.
Okay. Because we have...
I mean,
More or less than a year, would you say?
less than a year. I was here before, technically, halfway through.
Well, the reason we're asking is we were in a situation where a whole bunch of really strong demons showed up at the Bastion, and we're trying to figure out how or why or who orchestrated that. And now we're kind of running, so it's gonna be hard to just walk into any other tent.
Also, I'm assuming news of this is going to get back to
Hepzel?
was going to get back to, yes.
Well, hopefully, if he decides to talk about what I did, he'll probably sound crazy, right?
Yeah, that could work. Just make the man look crazy.
Well, let's take this one by one, shall we? It looks like we have somewhat of a moment of respite before we can silently make moves once more. So, I do owe you all at least the information I have kind of gathered. And you can see as he does a small writing in very low fire-like design, almost as if putting letters into the air. Alright, so as he puts letters up, you see it is the name that you've gotten, Hepsel. Hepsel's full name. So, I've been playing at the concept of probably imagining that this might be not the normal name for an individual, and with the information that you had provided, that he is a tiefling, and I've assumed he was a devil to start with, considering I was struck by one for as long as I have. I had made a strong assumption, and therefore, if you move some of the letters around, it begins to kind of shift the letters. There's only one name that I could possibly come to comprehension, a devil of such magnificent power. And as the letters finally finish arranging, you see the full name that is Mephistopheles.
Oh my god. I had been sitting on that information for too long. But at the same time...
Mephistopheles?
Does Citron know that name?
Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles.
Yeah.
Does Citron at least know the name or know of a devil or demon by that name?
Make a religion check.
Oh boy. Where?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 1, but not natural. It's just I have a negative to intelligence.
The name Mephistopheles is not immediately uncommon. It's very specific, but you're not exactly sure what he stood for, what he rules over, and why it is the way it is.
Yeah, the reason why Citra's still sitting on that is, again, in the previous episode, she was told of a all-blue tiefling with her grandmother. She knows her father's side now, and now she's trying to figure out her mother's side. And if it's something that lives a whole lot longer, squint.
Leodon, you would actually know because you do have passive religion.
I am trained in it.
Mephistopheles, known as the Lord of Bartor, one of the many layers of the Nine Helms. He is an archdevil. Probably he is second only to Osmodeus in many ways.
Oh my
And the fact that he is walking the prime material plane raises a lot of questions. It could be assumed that at some point he could have escaped. But considering you guys are not in Bator, and you are in his own plane dimension that he has designed, in history, you would probably know a little bit about what happened in Lycia Bay, as it was known to be a wellspring of portals that lead to both the far realms and anything could have crossed those thresholds. Anything.
Would Leo be sharing this with the group? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then Citra just kind of has that faraway look of, oh no.
Dante, just looking exhausted.
Oh, right. Who's hurt?
It would be recommended, and he kind of waves his hand as the fires go out, to not openly speak the name.
Right. Uh-huh.
Got it.
The nature in which it might grant you a boon as much it might grant the ire of any devil,
Well-
should you know their true name.
How bad would it be? He was paying a bit of attention to me and found out about some stuff. As you can see, I'm able to do things that I really shouldn't.
I did notice that, yes.
I was told on my mother's side, who is a tiefling, that my grandmother got with an all-blue tiefling. And now I meet an all-blue tiefling who seems rather interested in my last name. Do you see why I'm... this could go either really, really bad or really, really advantageous for a moment?
That might be of personal value. I can't exactly tell you how you should proceed with that information.
Okay. Also, don't mention that to anybody else, at least for my benefit. Please? I know I just met you, but...
No, it's fine. I understand your privacy. But if this information might be of benefit to all of you, that will be the first part of our agreement. Now for the second part. What is it that you want to do?
Well, we need to figure out what happened back at the Bastion, and then I guess the idea would to be meet up with our boss and confront him. So that's why we're hoping to see if you possibly might have heard about a massive movement of demons, or at least who was trying to do so.
I've heard many whispers along the streets. The capacity to summon many demons from beyond the far realms is not an easy task, and would consider an immense amount of magical capacity. So if there's anyone that might be able to look into that, I mean, I myself would probably be able to do some level of research.
How fast?
There might actually be someone I do know. However, it might play at a risk if I'm there.
Got it. So how do we play this out?
There is an elven woman close to the main tower of Fulcrum Acquisitions that I had met some time ago. Rather odd and slightly twisted individual. She was looking for somebody who had a great deal of magical abilities. She wanted to initially have me serve her. But as I quickly learned, she lost interest in me due to my rather unrestricted capacity for magic.
Huh. So we could go to her and ask, I guess? But but this place's information needs to be traded, I'm assuming. We didn't exactly, as you saw, come here with things to be traded.
Oh, as he looks towards his hand as he pulls off a small gold ring from his hand. Oh, finally. And he puts it into your hand. I think this might be payment enough for her.
Oh? They don't accept gold here, so I'm assuming this has a meaning.
It is a magical item with a great capacity for teleportation.
Huh.
So it will probably prove as useful should somebody want to escape on the far side of things.
Got it.
I assume this is how you
It's initially how I
did your realm walking.
It is, in fact, the initial way I did it, but I think I have a little bit more of a capacity for it now.
Well, he said you were a prince. Are we gonna wind up seeing this politically blow up later?
I do not think so. My lineage is a bit complicated.
Okay.
And whether or not my relationship to the Sultan is desired or otherwise will be discussed between me and them, but there is no political or anything else that could fall onto any of you. Or here. He probably does not care for this place.
I would assume not. For a moment, though, Citra would look at her teammates. Is anyone looking pretty bloodied right now? Are we okay?
I mean, I could use a little bit of healing, but not. But I think I can hang on for a little bit.
No, because Citra would be asking, like, hey, do you need some help? Because she's also going to try to heal herself, so.
Okay. I think I might need some healing.
Okay.
Kind of got blasted with fire back there.
You get 10 points.
Woo! Thank you.
Alright. And then for herself for the time being. Ouch. 4. Okay, whatever.
Well then. If there is anything else that you would like for me to assist you on with.
I guess until we get out of here, we're trying to lay low, or at least we're gonna need help getting out of situations if it does happen, but I'm not sure if you'd be all too okay with sticking around like this.
I'm sure I can keep myself well and protected. I'll stick with all of you for the time being, and should you desire anything out of me, I'd be more than willing to help.
I appreciate it, at least until we meet up with our boss, which I'm sure, with that explosion, won't be very long.
We should move quickly then.
So, towards the tower? Does anyone else need any other healing? Are we good?
Good.
I'm relatively unharmed, so I think we're good to go.
Alright.
Wait, I want to do
It'll be fine.
One quick thing. I just got to change my face real quick.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the two of you can pretty much do that.
Yeah.
Citra's gonna take her sash off and just kind of like tuck it over her head, I guess, for the time being.
Dante is going to take the form of the Damn, who did I have on my roster?
I mean, you still have the maid lady.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just have the maid lady, because nobody knows who the maid lady is.
Okay.
No, I was
Okay.
Somebody
Was
could
it the
possibly
maid?
suspect 2 men in red.
Oh, that's right. You're wearing the bright red armor.
Yep.
Yeah, Citra's gonna tuck her sash over her head and like cover her horns for the time being. At least make it look fashion, not suspicious.
Alright. So.
I will disguise myself as a relatively tall elf.
Alright.
Well, elves are technically tall.
They're kind of stretchy.
A little long.
Yeah. Alright. So, as you guys doing your best to disguise yourselves, I will say, for the sake of the argument, go ahead, with the exception of Burra and Ignis, go ahead and make deception checks with advantage for those of you who have who are actively trying to make a disguise. And for Burra, just roll deception.
And then she's just gonna use her guidance again, because it's a fun little cantrip.
15.
D4.
15? Okay.
11.
16.
18 in total.
Okay. So, kind of casually rejoining the crowd, doing your best to kind of meld in with the rest. You can kind of hear some level of panic. You also still see the burning embers and smoke of what was once that tent.
Cetra's gonna lean over to Dante. We're so in trouble with Eloise. Just whispered.
It's okay as long as Haley wasn't watching.
Well, half the blame is on me, so...
Well, you're the only one that can cast that, so...
I should teach you.
Would
seem
you?
to have some... I'm more than happy to.
She's just actually really surprised, because honestly, at the end of the day, it's just so she could write back to Laren going, look, I can do what you can do.
Yes, I think you and me might be somewhat kindred spirits in that aspect.
Cetra's looking a little less panicked now. She's actually happy. Thank you.
And as you guys manage to kind of walk through this marketplace, getting closer towards this tower, you notice that places start looking fancier and fancier, and the guards here are looking a little bit sterner and meaner. By the time you start making your way to this one now fully set building towards the center of the tower, and you see the door with a simple sign saying "Open," and Ignis kind of stepping off to the side. As I said, I probably would get in trouble if I enter, so I will keep watch for the time being.
We understand.
All right. Good luck. As he steps to the side of the door, and what are you all doing?
Well, I think our idea is to go talk to this elven lady.
All right. So, as you push through the door and you walk in, you notice there are multiple everything, from spell components to chemical tools to what looks like to be just this main table, this main circular table that is just filled to the brim with books and research and various other things, as this short-haired, almost bob-cut brunette elven woman, as she stares out to all of you. Welcome to the Gift and the Gaffle. You may call me Agatha. Perhaps you are interested in bartering for my ware.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
A pleasure to make yours.
Everything you have here seems lovely.
I keep forgetting you changed forms.
You're right.
Gotta stay in character.
No, good,
Right.
good. I was like, why is... Oh, no, right, I understand.
I deal in magical concoctions, potions, research, anything of particular that you wish to inquire upon. I'm more than happy to provide. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Cetra would probably hand Leo the ring in this case, because he's good at the talking bit. Or am I wrong?
Well, we were pointed in your direction by, let's say, a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm. I have plenty of friends here within Fulcrum Acquisitions. I like to make sure that my relationships are as positive as they can be. I understand there are plenty of people here who find envy of my position.
Well, it's positive from what I can tell.
It's all good business, really.
Well, we're looking for more so information that's happened recently more than physical items.
I might be privy, might not. Depends.
Well, we were given an item from said mutual friend that might persuade you? Or at least benefit you.
Well, before you commit to anything, I would, much like anyone here within Fulcrum Acquisitions, prevent buyer's remorse, one of the many rules. So, what is it that you are of particular interest before I can ask for a return?
Excuse me. Well, we're looking at information from a recent event that happened, and it did require quite a few demons and monsters of sorts in one big place. And we got the assumption that this is pretty much the place that it probably came from, or someone heard maybe whispers of how that might have happened. I am trying with my persuasion with a +5.
Okay. So, well, give me a persuasion. Go ahead.
Oh boy. And she'll toss her guidance onto this. She's trying her hardest. Alright, hold on. It's a 17. So it's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
She leans to thinking about it. Events can happen from anywhere, and I am more privy to details as to what this event was. I am an indifferent party in many different ways, but I am more than happy to provide whatever it is I do know in order to make sure that our transaction is complete. So what is it in particular that your lack of information will require my expertise?
Sorry, I brain farted so hard. So she's essentially asking what specific information we're looking for, or is she asking for what we have to barter that information?
What details is it from the place, the event?
Got it.
And all these.
So Citra would, without mentioning names she's not allowed to mention, well, there was a peace summit at the Bastion, and it was unfortunately crashed by a sudden invasion of lots of large demons and monsters that can't just show up out of nowhere.
I see, so it is that particular notion. Very well. I do happen to have the information that is in mind, and various details of the matter, given my inclusion on the project. But first, as she extends out a hand...
And Citra would hold up the ring in her hand. This is from your mutual friend.
She pulls it up, and you could almost see as she whispers into it, almost as if there's a small ring of magic energy that begins to show levels of detail. Oh. Quite a rare piece. Not many people would be able to have something like this. I can only imagine who this mutual friend is, but if they're willing to give something so powerful away. Very well, as she twists the ring and folds it into her hand. The attack of the Peace Summit. Orchestrated by none other than the cult of the Red King. My inclusion of it was due to my deepened knowledge into demonology and the arcane design that it would have been needed in order to create such capacity for summoning demons from beyond. The only detail that had feigned me was its power source. Well, you see, opening up portals, or even summoning demons from the abyss, is a taxing effort. While many low-leveled warlocks and the few mages that try and pull such creatures from the abyss, by design, is a great deal of effort. Therefore, even with the amount of magical power that anybody would have, there are limitations. Very few are capable of actually doing this. But the High Priest, for example, was very sure that he could. In exchange, he gave me this, and she moves off to the side. There is this small red orb, which is just brimming with energy. This is known as an Akshia record. There are very few of these. During the initial the initial fall of Lumeria and its subsequent disappearance, many of the old arcanists at the time within Yimnin designed these orbs with various concepts in mind in order to create records of those doing research, ways to look back at the past before reaching further into the future. These records hold many, many, many secrets, both old and the potentiality to record new. However, this Akshia record is of particular interest, as it used to be the record that belonged to the once Marcus Bonwy. And to anyone that might know a name like that, he was one of varying interesting individuals within Lycia Bay who had once contained a devil himself. That research was said to be lost to time. It is now mine. I have tried to review it over many a times, but unfortunately, there are limits to these records.
Limits?
Yes. There are protections in place in order to prevent those who want to look into these records are incapable of doing so, lest given the explicit permission of the Arcanists themselves.
Huh.
So while it is a very valuable piece of information, you have to be quite a powerful individual in order to even try and crack this thing open to see the record itself. I myself am still trying to go through the process, and my research into it has met a stone wall in the matter.
Do you happen to know who this high priest was?
You wouldn't say. I tried to invoke some level of interest in figuring out his true identity, but he wore a bright white skull mask in order to hide it. And his name he frequently tried to elude away from. So.
Was he by himself?
No. He was accompanied by another individual. Interesting creature himself. He called himself Gurin.
Ah, yeah. We know that name.
Ah.
Yes. But as far as I know, he's long since gone, and I haven't seen such a face in quite some time. But as far as all my research went into the development of the technology as well as the magical design and the particular place for the ley lines in order to use that level of energy to summon demons, it was an interesting task, to say nonetheless.
Was that done here?
Oh, no. It was done... I believe the location was somewhere within the Rythro Swamps. Near what was an old ritual ground of the Farcloud clan.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Not gonna lie, Citra just kind of, like, side glances up at Leo, even though he's appearing as someone else, and then just looks back to the lady. So, there is no one else that you can think of that was involved, right?
Not in particular. Not... I mean, well, I was involved. But I have inclinations as to why I was involved.
Oh?
Oh, yes. A bit more of a private matter. Myself and my sisters have been trying to do research onto those ritual grounds, along with some assistance, but have been met with volatile force every time. Therefore, we simply made suggestions that this area would be best, and if successful, to this high priest and to the Baron himself, well then.
Would a blood moon have anything to do with what they were doing?
While the blood moon might provide some energy, a great deal of energy for ritualistic summonings, no doubt. Unfortunately, there won't be one until the summer solstice.
Okay. And then, last question I can think of myself, unless my team here has a better idea to ask. What do you know of the Staff of the White Queen?
You might be reaching your limits to the cost of what you've given me,
I'm not trying to be rude. I apologize.
But a deal is a deal, and this is all that I will give left for. The Staff of the White Queen was an interesting artifact way before the Faithel Mark. 'Twas a ritualistic item that was used by one of the old 8 mages that initially designed spells as we know it. The Staff of the White Queen belongs to none other than the Witch Queen herself.
Got it. I don't think Citra knows who the Witch Queen is, so...
Many would not say her name.
I understand. There's a lot of power in names. Thank you, and I'm sorry if I overstepped. If it's just a little bit.
No. It is fine. I think all of you are well and interesting, and the gift you've given me has provided a great deal in return. Are you satisfied with what I've given?
I think so. To be fair, that's pretty much all we're here for right now, and I really don't have anything else to trade for, and I know that's kind of what you all do here. So...
Fantastic.
Rather not waste your time.
I spend plenty of my time here and there, don't worry. I am not prone to being bothered. I've lived for quite a long time.
Well, she looks at the rest of the team. Unless you have anything else to add, I think we got what we came for.
I agree.
I forget. I must have been extremely rude in this notion. I gave you my name, but none of you gave me yours.
My name is Sylvie.
A pleasure, Sylvie.
Pleasure, Agatha.
Citra is gonna go and try to hope this works and just uses... My name's Sav. She's not using her real name.
Wait, what did you use?
She's using Sav's name.
Okay. I thought you said my name's Jeff.
Sav is you, and you are Sav.
Yep. She's not technically lying.
So we're all going with fake names?
Yes, we've already caused enough problems.
It seems to be where this is heading.
I'm noting that Dante doesn't have to worry about their deception, and I'm gonna let it pass on Citra because of the nature of things.
She's not technically lying. She's...
my name is Draven.
Draven.
But with an apostrophe, so it's Elvin.
Gotta have that little elven flair.
Yep.
Go ahead and make me a deception check.
Citra,
straight.
Hope.
Can I say that in Elven? To possibly give me a little advantage?
I will say, given the nature of this creature, the fact that you're not rolling with disadvantage as is
fair enough.
Oh,
3.
good lord.
Uh-oh.
An unusual name for a Fearbog such as yourself, but very well. And you? She points towards you. Burra.
My name is Jeff.
Also, I am currently disguised as an elf right now.
That's true. That's the reason why you didn't roll with disadvantage.
But then why did she say Fearbog?
Bruh. Make a roll with disadvantage.
Wait, are you talking? Sorry, I think there were fireworks outside. Can you,
make a deception check with disadvantage.
If Citra could just pat him on the back going, hey, she didn't quite hear you, and taps him with guidance.
Natural 1.
That ain't gonna work anyway. You're
Natural 1 with a -1 is a 0.
Nothing's gonna beat that.
I'm going to be honest.
There.
I'm going to be honest. I can gather why some would hide their names. But that one was the most ridiculous one I've heard in a long
Did she laugh? Did she laugh?
She's more disappointed than entertained.
Just like, could you please try harder kind of deal.
Oh, this is the Ugoloth situation all over again. I think you're gonna need this.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ugoloth already tried giving him help.
Oh my god.
It is well and appreciated, and I thank you for what level of honesty I could expect, but if that is all, and our business is concluded, you're free to leave.
Have a nice day, ma'am. Citra just gives like a little respectful little bow, like with her head a little bit before heading on out.
Dante does a little maid curtsy.
Alright.
Wait, on the scale of 1 to 10, how attractive is this elf?
I mean,
much like any high elf,
elves are just hot in general.
Beautiful.
Hot lady.
Okay.
Dante's taking notes, by the way.
Alright. Hey, I can give you my real name over a cup of ale.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Make
slow turn from
everybody stops and looks.
Just make a charisma check.
I'm
with disadvantage.
I'm fucked either way. Alright,
I swear to God, if he makes this.
where?
The top left.
I don't. Top left? Okay.
Under your, where it says strength, dexterity, and constitution, just below that is your saving throws.
Oh, you saying
it's not a saving throw, it's just a check.
Alright, so then
it's
just
just
hit your...
a check.
Go.
Hit
11.
that charisma button right there.
No. Is it saving throw or?
No. I was wrong. It was just a regular check. My bad.
Top. Middle.
Yeah, top middles.
And the fireworks are not fucking helping. 12, 11.
No, I don't think I will.
Seacher just pats him on the back. Come on, buddy, let's go.
Well, Jeff is a good name, okay?
And then Jeff.
I feel like she's more disappointed you didn't try harder with that.
It was literally the only thing I could come up with at the time. I knew I was choosing a fake name. I just couldn't think of anything at the moment.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. We got what we needed.
You're like,
it's all right, dearie.
All right, as you guys head out, and
oh my God,
you leave the threshold. The Gif and Gavel. You guys are left to the streets of Fulcrum Acquisitions once more. At this point, you are welcome to trying to find Alois Azure.
That's kind of the point.
guys, I really think we should wrap up right now. They are going off outside.
Oh. All the craziness outside?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just concerned about the recording, to be honest.
I mean, it should be fine. We have noise every now and again,
we had thunder the last episode constantly in my background. We're good.
Okay,
And
no worries.
Yeah.
Alright, no worries then. Sorry if there's that in the background.
Let's
Anyway.
just assume some
fine.
lawlessness is happening in the middle of a black market.
You know, exploding stuff in a tent somewhere.
A fireworks stand caught fire.
Yeah. So, as you guys begin to travel, I'm gonna have... Let's see. Who has the highest investigation?
It is definitely not
My
Citra.
ass. I think I have a high investigation, no?
You do. I'm gonna have you... I'm not gonna say it's the best, so go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Okay, desk mother, make it funny. 8.
That is very funny.
Okay, so I'll take your 13.
Okay, my passive.
It does take you a couple of hours to try and find Alois Azure. Of course, having to be tongue-in-cheek about, trying to find an individual like him. At a certain point, you find yourself back at the main tower here. As you enter the main tower, there's just this large area where you see there are plenty of people doing their own personal trades. There are various magical items being handed over to one another. There are plenty of devils, demons, celestials. A lot of dealing is going on here as Alois Azure is finishing up one conversation before seeing all of you. You see as he closes a box before pushing it to the other side and ending a conversation before quickly reaching to the group. Well, have you guys found anything at all?
Well, is Ignis still with us?
Ignis is with you guys.
Well, besides him...
The only thing I found was rejection.
No, we did... No.
Which is good
sorry.
because that's not what we...
Not what we're here for.
It's not what we came here for.
We met up with an elven lady who was actually just outside of this place, and she told us quite a bit about how all that happened at the Bastion.
Really?
Considering that, what was it? She's just like checking off her fingers. Ley lines were used in the Rythro swamps by the grounds by Farcloud. She has a -1 in intelligence. Please give her patience.
Yeah.
That it was the high priest, and he gave her this weird orb thingy, and she'll try to explain it to him as best she can to remember it to him. Did not know his name or his face, because as you know, and you have his mask. Grin was definitely involved. And, yeah. And then Broda tried to flirt and failed.
Seems like somebody's trying to make moves. As concerning as it possibly can be, there are other matters that are coming to mind.
Oh, and we learned, Eptimus' real name?
As he
Possibly.
stares at all of you. Shh.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say it.
Alois, how long have you known this guy?
Some 50 years.
Can Citra do the math?
At this point, you could do the math. There are the stories of how he met him at...
He's looking for a specific treasure. Her grandmother met a blue tiefling. Her mom's age, her age. Alois, how much do you know about us? Specifically, possibly me.
Sorry to say, but...
The reason I ask is that if there's a relation between me and him, I don't know how bad that's gonna go.
I think we should all sit down and talk.
Yeah. Citra actually looks serious for once.
He's leading you off to the side tables, a little bit more quieter in this area, and he sits down. So where do I begin with each and every one of you?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if this man's my grandfather at this point.
I like to try and keep things close to the chest.
I know.
Leodon, you've also inquired the notion that nothing has been played to coincidence.
And I'm running with that notion.
I'm sure each one of you have some level of suspicion.
Suspicion erring towards the side of caution right now. I don't want to walk into this very blind.
For the sake of the argument, let's say I do have some level of knowledge between each and every one of you, and why I believed certain strings that were pulled for the sake of the benefit of each one of you, and, well, yes, under the circumstances of putting you all in danger, the question of how much do I know each and every one of you one way or another is no question at all. Citra?
Mm-hmm.
I have always had suspicion that Eptimus was your grandfather.
Okay, well... At least I'm not losing my mind.
A suspicion. The timelines, they add up, yes.
Well, There was a blue tiefling that met my grandmother, and he was looking for a treasure that I know for a fact my mother's tribe protects. So,
I would never assume you to be a bad person because of him. I just kept a close eye.
I didn't assume you assumed it was bad. I just... Knowing that name enough, I don't know how bad or possibly advantageous that is.
It's something that you would have to confront him yourself.
Or if I should. Because technically we're not here for that, we're here for, well, what happened at the Bastion, so...
Agreed. Leodon. Yours was a bit more careful.
What do you mean?
Your father.
My real father? My real father?
No, your adopted father. I apologize. I attempted to entrust him with you. My reasons why are important, but for the sake of your safety, I did what had to be done. At some point, should have you ran into any trouble, I wanted to create an escape. Little did I know that you'd be caught up in the Pendant Dunes, so I helped along that way. However, you seem to also be caught up in your own situation.
You talking about the fireball that went off?
Or Grin nose drip.
Grin nose drip.
Whatever it is between you and the Baron is between you two. I don't know what his reasons are for working with the Cult of the Red King, but I assume it's nothing good. And much like you, Leodon, Dante, I also tried to protect. 25 years ago. In case many of you that know the history of the Peace Summit at the time that led to the full-scale attack onto the Cliffs of Thalia. There was an altercation at the Peace Summit between the two factions, both the Art here at the time and another one of the House from the Cliffs of Thalia. The one that caused that altercation was your father. In retribution, they sent their Arc Knights to the Cliffs of Thalia. Your mother had instructed me to hide you, to make sure that you would never be seen.
And what of my brother?
Sam is a complicated measure, but he had the same intentions at the time. He wanted to make sure you were safe. I lost track of you after you left the Seraphim's Run. And when I heard that Sam had got caught up with the Pendant Dunes, I made an assumption that it wasn't Samael, it was you.
That wasn't a tarot reading that happened with Kimi, was it?
People who believe in fortune readings should know that there is some level of information that they might already be privy to.
Wait, so was I just an accident that I met these three?
No. As I said, I try to keep a close eye.
Huh.
I have a lot of hands and a lot of pies, Citra.
Yeah, I'm starting
As
to...
for Burra,
Are there
yours
others?
is not as...
Are there others you were keeping a close eye on, besides us four?
I have a close eye on almost everyone. And anyone that is of personal interest to my organization.
So, that leaves Buddha?
His wasn't as complicated. But I do feel that there is a level of fault on my end. Your father was concerned to an extent. When he initially heard that a dragon had invaded a space within Yimnan when it wasn't supposed to, I had warned your father of its location, its abilities, and the forces that would have been required. Little did I realize that he would send his own 2 sons to handle the matter. When I realized that it was you, and after being caught up with customs, I orchestrated certain levels of means to make sure all of you got out.
You purposely set up shit so that way we will end up working for your organization?
Well, we're not really working for his organization.
I needed to put a buffer between you and the forces that would be with Wallenstein as well as your father, Burra. Everything I've done so far has been in benefit to all of you.
Benefit?
It was either that, or you would have either rotted in jail, or be put to the blade.
I had my way out.
I'm sure you did.
So where do we go from here?
To what? And to what end?
The ends and what means are mine. But I did what I did to make sure all of you were safe.
The dunes?
One way.
Dante's just kind of like he's fuming and he's just starting to walk back towards he thought he saw the train.
Teacher would grab you. Just look at him like, don't. Not right now. We can't.
The truth of the matter is that, yes, there is a bigger game at play. I have not lied about that from the beginning. There are dangers ahead for all of you. And the work that all of you have done so far have saved many lives already.
Well, there is that notion. I'm assuming this was a lot of information that if we didn't know was to our own benefit for a while.
I rather have not shell-shocked you all at the first.
There was a lot of shell-shocking going on.
Given the circumstances and where we are now, I feel a little bit more comfortable to say that. It is important to know the decisions I have made were in trying to help you all.
Okay. Well...
And if I do benefit in any way, that is circumstantial at best.
Well, we got a lot of information on what happened. How are we about to use this against your... acquaintance? You said you wanted to confront him. I'm just a little nervous as to how we're going to do this, and... given the interaction on the train, I think he's aware of some things.
I made that assumption as well.
Sorry, he was a little too interested in my last name.
If he has some purpose for that, I'm sure there...
Given my parents' position, that scares me a little bit.
That notion could be revealed at some point. I don't know when, I don't know why. What I do know is that Eptimus, he plays a very long game. But I've been playing it for much longer.
So what do we do? Also, this is Ignis.
Hello!
Dante's still kind of like fuming and pacing.
Is there anything in particular you would have liked to know, Dante?
I didn't ask for this.
Nobody ever really does.
We need to go back. We need to get this information back to them.
Well, we got part of the information. The other part is if Big Man himself had a hand in it.
I assume Eptimus might have some more answers. However, he's currently ferrying people around. And we still need to head to the Rythro Swamps either which way.
So if we're going to the Rythro Swamps for now?
A temporary trip, yes.
I would hope so, because we kind of didn't mean to, but I did mention a fireball had gone off. They might have seen us.
My god.
That wasn't, it was really just to cause enough distraction.
This kind of speaks up. Purely apologies. Mostly my fault. Nothing to do with them. I'm sure I can get out of this myself. Yes. See.
Huh?
Yeah. Aloy's kind of looking up and down. Ignis. You might be beneficial in one way, but if you need to understand the reasons why I've done what I've done, there you have it. My intention is to help you all. To get out of the claims which the kingdom has imbibed onto all of you. It's a long process, but I've already done my best in order to expose some of the individuals who might have contributed to the process of your charges and incarceration.
So I'm guessing parts of this was also to have us do enough good deeds by the EHS to help kind of fight that situation? I don't know.
With the EHS backing all of you, should you manage to gain a high enough rank, I couldn't imagine that Valenstein would be able to proceed with trying to recharge any of you.
Okay. You understand, like, why we were a little apprehensive of not asking any further questions. This was getting to be a little too much.
I understand.
But, if we're gonna leave, we should probably leave soon, because even though I know Leo and Dante can change forms, the two of us can't.
Let's just say, long as I'm in all your presence, no one will dare to bother you.
Cool, so then don't disappear, please, because it was kind of big.
We'll see the damage at some point.
I mean, at the end of the day, it kind of benefited us quite a bit.
I'd imagine.
If it wasn't for his help, we wouldn't have gotten the information we did.
As he gets up from the booth with all of you, hopefully this doesn't change much of anything, but in my experience, hope is not something I've come to expect.
Cetra's just quietly hoping nothing of what happened in that tent of what they might have seen a tiefling do comes back up later, so...
Well then. Let's move forward from here and we'll discuss more about the terms and conditions of our relationship from here on.
I think that's good enough for now.
Gladly.
Cetra leans over to Dante. Do you want a hug?
Nah, he needs smoke.
I need a smoke.
Brought hands in.
Dante takes a long, angry drag off of it. All right.
So, as you guys continue to make your way out onto the street, it doesn't take long before trying to make your way back to the main train area. And as he presents his invitation, you see as the black train beginning to run across the rails and coming to a stop. As the door slides open, you can see an Eptimus Hepsel, blisteringly angry.
Oh, we're definitely in trouble.
As he looks down towards all of you, I think negotiations need to be made in order. As behind him stands a chain devil.
Yep, definitely in trouble.
And that is where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's episode. Ooh.
Bro was right, we should have just killed him.
No, we're not murder hobos.
Oh, things have gotten very spicy.
So spicy.
Alright. So, before we end tonight's episode, I'm going to go ahead, jump on into some quick announcements. And then we'll head on out. So, as for me, I have finished quite a bit of stuff over the course of the past couple of weeks. More specifically, spicy anime reviews.
Yeah.
I've come out with 2 videos so far. I'm super happy. I have done one My friend Tara had just finished doing hers. And also this upcoming week, my buddy Riley Chase Fox will be doing a Jujutsu Kaisen review, so I'm super excited for that to drop. And of course, there will be another video that will be released on the Patreon following that. And we've been very consistent with content releases, so I'm super excited for more and more stuff that's going to be coming out very, very soon. Also, on top of that, I think I've already announced D6 Amen is currently in production, post-production, as I'm now editing it. I'm currently doing all the audio leveling and making sure it's all cleaned up. So, relatively soon, hopefully at the beginning of next month, you guys will be seeing the first episode drop, as I'm super excited to show something like this. And it was a very exciting game. I'm looking forward to it. Next up is design for this. I noted that I have been doing merch, and merch is also going to be coming up to close very, very soon. I believe merch ends on the 24th, if I remember correctly. So if you guys are interested in getting merch, this is probably your last chance to do so. And with that, I think that's all I got. So, Blue, how you now?
COVID free.
That's good.
Honestly, not much is going on. Hi again, this is Blue Kazanate, as you would see on Twitter. I've got not much going on, just some designs for possibly future shit for your store. Who knows? We'll see.
Super excited. Is that pretty much it?
Yeah, there's not much going on right now.
Alrighty.
Nothing's on fire, at least.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Alright. Next up is Connor.
Hey. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Not much going on aside from be on the lookout for my next DM's Guild subclass. It's coming out soon. I'll reveal what that is at a later date, but yes, it'll be a lot of fun.
Alrighty. Next up is Jade.
Hi, it's Jade the Firefox. You can find me at Jade_Firefox at Twitter.com. I do thumbnail conventions, as you've already seen in a couple of Daito's Twitch chat, Pokemon Twitch streams. And I'm doing those bad boys for a crisp $35. So if you need a simple PNG to slap on top of your thumbnail to make it more interesting, you can contact me at Twitter at Jade_Firefox.com.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and last but not least, my good friend Daito. Which I do apologize. I know it needs to be done. It will be done.
Yeah, it's fine. No worries. This is Daito Madachi, brother, who plays Brother Half-Orc Samurai. Episode 10 of Bowhunters, we're coming out this Wednesday. Gonna try to start. My Nuzlocke run ended abruptly. So I'm trying to decide what to stream again. Thought I was going to stream this Monday, but I'm probably going to stream again this Wednesday. Kind of leaning towards Pokemon Arceus and non-Nuzlocke version because I need time to attempt that. And that's it for me.
Alrighty. Well then. That being said, nothing else pressing?
Nope.
Alright.
Nope, that's it.
So, that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for hanging out with us, and thank you for dealing with this rather heavy episode of information.
So heavy.
We love you, and as always, see you next Sunday. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Later, guys.